IOBA. My name is TC, and this is the Awareness Channel. So check this out right here. I gotta simplify some stuff. As much for myself as for the people who come check me out and listen to me talk my shit in the way that I do. Last week, right, Donald Trump and JD Vance pulled Vlodoymyr Zelenskyy into the White House. Now, Zelenskyy already had to know that this wasn't going to be good. Because if you study Donald Trump, you know it ain't going to be good. When he done made up his mind about something and you feel a different way. A couple of weeks ago, that new defense secretary, Pete, Pistol Pete Hegseth, that motherfucker that liked to get drunk. Anyway, he said that Ukraine was never going to be a part of NATO. Words to that effect. He tried to walk it back, but then he put it back out there. The minute he said it, you know what I'm saying? That should have told Zelenskyy, the United States is going to give up on you. He should have took into account how tight the U.S. president and the Russian president are. He should have took that into account. He should have took into account what he heard the Secretary of Defense say. He should look at the writing on the wall. I'm talking about Zelenskyy now. And he walked into that White House, and Donald Trump and JD Vance jumped all in his shit. Told him he ain't got the cards. Told him he ain't say thank you. Told him all kind of shit. Talked to him like he was a little boy, yelling and hollering at him. He tried to back him off. He said, yo, just because y'all yelling and hollering, that don't make y'all right. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, y'all seen the video. It's out there. I watched the whole goddamn thing. And it reminded me of the days when I used to have to walk in the office. And there was a bunch of angry ass white men there waiting on me, trying to ambush me. The best way to deal with some shit like that and get just as mad as they get. Yeah, they gonna throw you out, but they know you ain't no punk. Try to maintain your cool, but get just as mad as they get. Because there ain't no motherfucking benefit to being timid when somebody coming at you with that kind of aggression. Whether they right or whether they wrong. They should have to talk to you with a manner of respect. But JD and Trump, they treated him like he was a nigger. There, I said it. And threw him out when they got done. Threw him out when they got done. Now, Zelenskyy is over in Europe trying to get them to back him, and I don't know how that's going to turn out because, look, I mean, you got to keep it 100. If you know why Vladimir Putin is fucking with Ukraine, then you understand why there's a war in the first place. You got to go back to when the Soviet Union broke up. It goes something like this. Something like this now. Look the shit up to get the facts right, but it go from my motherfucking brain, it went like this. The United States told the leader of the Soviet Union, that they would not advance beyond a certain point. They would not advance NATO beyond a certain point. They lied. They started gobbling up all them little ex-Soviet countries. Except Ukraine. And in my mind, I'm thinking, Vladimir Putin, he got to have a buffer between him and the motherfucking NATO forces. They're going to be right on his doorstep. And, if I'm not mistaken, he got cut off from the Black Sea, I think. So, he could not let Ukraine become a part of NATO. And like I said, it's based on what the United States said in that treaty, or that agreement. I don't know if it was a treaty. That agreement back in the 90s. And it don't make sense to have your enemy right at your goddamn doorstep. And we know how aggressive the United States is. The United States trying to do some imperialistic shit right now as we motherfucking speak. You dig me? So Russia saying no. And what you gonna do? Just keep dumping money into that thing forever? I mean, into that war forever? At some point, it's got to stop. Now, I don't agree with none of these motherfuckers. I don't agree with Trump. I don't agree with Vladimir. I don't agree with Vlodoymyr. I don't agree with JD. I don't agree with the motherfucking British Prime Minister, the goddamn French President. I don't agree with none of them. The Chinese guy, any of them, heads of state. I think they all full of shit. Who the fuck told them they supposed to be rulers over people? But anyway, I know what makes sense and what don't make sense. And it don't make sense to keep throwing money into this money pit of a war. They're going about ending it. That's fine. I don't agree with disrespecting. If we're going to have these so-called um, diplomats all around the world, I think there should be a little manner of respect. But again, what did Vladimir think was going to happen when he talking to this big orange Neanderthal and his goddamn buddy? What did he think was going to happen? Hasn't he been listening to how Donald Trump talks to people he disagrees with? So he got his wake up call. I think he knew it was coming. Somebody had to tell him it was coming. Somebody had to say, be careful when you walk up in there. They're going to ambush you. And he was like, yeah, but I got to go. These motherfuckers, don't you even got a suit, nigga? Put on a suit when you come in this motherfucker. They ain't talk to Elon Musk like that, did they? Elon Musk can have his goddamn little baby boy sitting in the Oval Office talking $100 worth of shit to the president. $100 worth of shit. Remember this? You ain't the real president. You need to leave. You need to go away. Remember that shit? The little boy was talking to him. Elon Musk sitting up there in a pea coat, old funky t-shirt and a baseball cap. But Vladimir can't come in what he normally wears because he don't wear a tie and kiss the ring. Y'all got to talk to him like he a piece of shit. That's not a good look for the United States diplomatically at all. And I don't even half-ass believe in the whole game as it is, but that was a bad motherfucking look right there. And that's from an everyday man's standpoint. That's from basic respect right there. You know, you want to get the details of it and the international ramifications and all of that. There's other places to go for that. But just coming one man to another, that shit was disrespectful and totally wrong. When you got a man beat, you don't cuss him out after you got him beat. That's some bad karma. But anyway, that's the paradigm we in. You feel me? That's the paradigm he in. So Vladimir, when you go back home, man, if I was you, if I'm Vladimir, right, I'd be like, fuck this, I'm gonna step down. I'm a rich man. I'm gonna step down. I'm gonna buy me some land somewhere and I'm gonna retire. Fuck all of y'all. That's what I would be if I was a Vladimir. But Vladimir's a patriot. I'm not. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. Y'all have a good week. And I will see y'all on the next video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.